When we do the exercises, be aware that we are trying to work for the heart. We want to create a space in which the heart feels well, in which the heart finds back to its original forces, to its inner strength, and that it starts to develop its joy, full activity in a healthy, fulfilled way. And to do this, when we do the exercises, please be aware that in this sequence, we always try to stay within this area. So even if the hands go out far, I still try to stay within here. Yeah? Maybe you see the difference if I say hello, dears, bye-bye, yeah? Then I am out there. Or if I have a perception of this space and I say hello, nice to see you. And I don't change much except of having this sphere in mind. Yeah? And when we do the exercises again and again, remind yourself that we stay in this sphere, especially during this sequence of exercises. And another thing is, when I show you something, do not try to imitate me. Just look to get the idea, but then develop your own way of doing it out of it. Because the body reacts to what you try. Yeah? That's all what is necessary. You do not have to be perfect. One of the most important sentences for our heart. We do not have to be perfect. Arrive at your center. And I suggest that you do not touch your chest, but keep a little bit of distance between your hands and your body. And from there you feel into your innermost being. And then you turn the hands, and then you use the physical body, the hands, to create a streaming downwards through the body. You guide yourself down through the legs into the earth. And notice what's happening in the body just by perceiving it. Breathe, let go, make one step forward or backwards. And repeat. Arrive at your center. Turn the hands. Guide your heart down through the body. Show it around. And create access to the earth. And stay with yourself. Great. And breathe. And to begin with, the heart lives between polarities. One of the greatest polarities is that we are spiritual beings and earthly beings at the same time. And to approach this a little bit, just start to feel your shoulder blades. Maybe you move them a little bit, but then stop moving them, but still are connected with the muscles there. And practice to develop a sort of perception which brings your body backwards. The body feels pulled backwards and you allow it to follow. At the same time, you are supported from behind. And then slowly let go. And in a way that you are brought into verticality again. And then I just turn around, you stay, and then go to your heart. And now stream downwards as you did before, but now with the intention to discover the joy of going forward in the legs. And when you start to discover this, allow it to bring you forward and to support you from within. You are not falling, it's supporting you. And then just look for what you have to do to change. That this energy brings you back into the middle, leaves you come back to yourself. And then return to your center. Before you repeat again, the hands can go, they can stay, whatever. Feel your shoulder blades, your back, your spine, and allow this to bring you backwards in a comfortable way. And then all you do is to change your attitude in your muscle system, in your cell system of your back. And this brings you back into verticality. You are not doing it yourself. You breathe, arrive at your heart, and go downwards, inwardly. Discover what's living there and allow it to work. And then just bring it back to normal a little bit. And breathe. Great. Maybe you noticed already that a sort of heartbeat comes into existence. Let's try it one last time. Yeah? That because we are not going from one extreme to the other directly, but we arrive in our heart first and let it react. And then we do the next step. Yeah? And that's what I want you to search for or discover on, but not to do it. Just let it happen. So feel your back and allow it to bring you back. Great. Then just change your attitude there, that you are carefully led back to your center. And that's just, the heart is just tracking. It's so nice to be back. Wow, experience this, so nice. Yes. And then from there you go down. Oh yes, there it wants to go forward. Yes. And let go from my back system. I really work with this system, which carries me from within. And oh, so nice. Yes, I feel its strength. It brings me back. And again, I return to my center. Before I would eventually start again with the shoulder blades. Let go. And breathe. And I turn around and you just go back, that you can make 4 steps forward perhaps. 4, yes, that's fine. And last time I explained this stepping very, exactly, and do this, do this. Today we want to do it very light-filled, generously, much more heart-like, not perfect, but just connect with your heart. And let the lightness of your heart bring 1 step forward. Just a little one, and then just use your heart to sense downwards through the body to the earth. But do not push anything down, it's just looking down. And then remember that you have this wing system, your shoulder blade system. And just perceive it, that it likes to make you upright. Great. And then come back to your heart. Let it carry you 1 step forward and start looking downwards from out your heart. And stay connected when you sense your back system. Leaning you back a little bit, but the heart is connected. That's why you're not bending backwards. And then again, take the lightness of your heart for another step. Feel downwards. And add your perception of your back to it. Do not lose your downward orientated perception. Close your legs with a step forward, because it's a symbol we are going forward. Do not close with a step backwards. Okay, go back to where you came from and let's repeat it one more time. Do it at your own pace, but be aware that if you do it slowly, the space, your time creates spaces. So do not rush it. So start with a step forward, connect with your heart, and do it on your own pace. And again, close with a step forward. Feel free to discover your own variations or even values in this exercise. It's so rich. Yeah, don't hesitate to make it your own. Now we continue a little bit with this theme. You are standing now in front, you have made a few steps forwards, so it's easy to walk backwards, but we do it in a way that you just open up the wings, the shoulder blades, and you feel this pull backwards. But now you're not leaning backwards, but you allow your legs to follow. And it carries us back. And it needs a little bit of practicing. So if the legs don't just walk by themselves, you can help them and tell them, just come along, guys, yeah, until they have managed to do it themselves. And then return to your heart. And now do this streaming down through the body. And when you notice this joy of walking forward, just follow this. And return to your heart and take a rest here. Do not just start with, okay, now we go back. No, arrive. Really arrive. Take a breath. Have you arrived? Okay. Then enter your back system. Allow it to pull and allow the legs to take it over. And again, great. Return to your heart and arrive. And only then start going backwards and not find out yourself, when do the legs want to walk. And return to your heart. Arrive. Great. Sit down, but do it carefully that you do not lose what you have just built up, achieved, and listen to the resonance of this or these exercises. What do they do in us? What does it do in you? What are the first impressions coming to your perception, to your mind? And if you don't feel much, this doesn't matter. The body likes it that you look for perceptions in a relaxed way. Do not put any pressure on you. Just that you prepare yourself to be ready to perceive. Is what does your heart good? Great. If you don't mind, come back to the room, to your space, wherever it is. And let's continue with the exercises which we did with the arms and the fingers. And to begin with, just stand upright. It's so nice. We do not have to do the beginning exercise again and again. You just have to recollect it. You have just to perceive it's there. This connection to the earth and the uprightness. And then feel your shoulder girdle, your clavicles, your hips and your feet. Do not lose this contact. You don't have to keep it in mind, but just know it's there. And then go back to your clavicles again and maybe have the hands in front of them. And then create a sort of stream going from there through the upper arm, through the lower arm, through the wrists, hands, finger, and arrive at the fingers. Did you remember that we do not go further out? Maybe the fingers open up, but you stay within your bulb. And then let the stream come back from the fingers through the lower arms, upper arms, reaching the clavicles. And let go. Although this stream is in the background of what we are doing now. So just have this connection to the body, the stream through your arms in mind, the connection to the clavicles when you have your hands out there. And come a little bit closer. And then you just move your hands, or you start a bit closer, just move your hands out. And you use your fingers to move. And you use your fingers to come back. And then do it with the other hand. Just use your fingers to go through the air. Have your consciousness in them. And use your fingers to come in again. Huh? And then we do it with both hands, and you keep in mind that the challenge is to stay within yourself. Yeah? But we open up. And now we do it that you feel one finger after the other. The thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, the pinky finger. And then when you come in, you start, I sense the pinky finger, I try to sense the ring finger, the middle finger, the index finger, the thumb. And going out, and all you do is trying to sense your fingers, one after another. Can I sense it? And coming in, pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb, and just relax your arms. Main question, did you manage to stay within? Only second question, did you manage to sense your fingers? And it doesn't matter at all. The only thing is you tried to differentiate. That's what brings the worth. Let's do it maybe 2 more times and just start wherever it feels nice. Thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Pinky, ring, middle, index finger, thumb. Do it at your own pace. relax. And now we do it. When we go out, we just do a few steps forward. And when we come in, we do a few steps backwards. Yeah? And the legs just follow what the fingers do. You don't have to walk purposefully. Yeah? Okay. Thumb, index finger, the ring, little finger, ring finger, small one, and back. Perhaps it helps to move the fingers a little bit. And all you do is trying to stay in yourself. Last time. From thumb to pinky finger. From pinky finger to thumb. And let go. Then we try to create a soft, cozy atmosphere. A heart just needs and loves. Because that's what the heart is also creating for us. And now we can go from the fingers to the lower arm. And just try to use one lower arm, never mind which one, and just move slowly outwardly. And then come back towards you. And all you try is, can I sense my lower arm? Am I able to sense the outer part of my lower arm? And am I able to sense the lower arm and the inside? Last time. And it's this sensation in a way which gives the movement its quality. And let go. And before you use the other arm, return to your center. Feel it. And the lower arm, the other arm, going out, the outside, and sense the inside when you come in. Sense the outside. And let this sensation be part of the movement. And let go. And now the thing is that you always try to be here. So when you do this movement again with both arms, try to be connected with your heart. That's the main issue. And creating the sensations of the outside and inner side of the lower arm is number 2. Please do not forget this. So have interest in, maybe it's not number 2, it's like mother and child. There's no number 1 and number 2, but have this interest in your center, what's happening in the arms. And stay with this interest and feel the outside of the lower arm, the inside of the lower arm. But have this center force, this big loving force in the realm of your heart, in your awareness. And let this be connected with the going in and out. And let go. And breathe. You might remember that we had this, or that we applied this quality of movement to our lower legs. And so just make, and now just stand a little bit at the left side of your room. So the left side is here. Yeah, it's not where I stand, you stand at the opposite side, because we need a little bit of space afterwards to go to the right. But if you don't have much space, just do it where it is possible, and then we will find another opportunity for these steps. Okay, just move the lower leg forward, backwards, forwards, and place it. And then the other one, lower leg forward, backward, forward, and place it. Excuse me. Forward, backward, forward, place it. And do not swing it, but feel it and place it. And remember what we said, that this realm was connected with what the lower arms did. Let's try to do it also when we do it with the feet. Be completely here in your sun realm, and then weave backwards with one foot, forward, backwards, and place the foot. Backwards, forwards, backwards, and place the foot. Have this interest. Look down from your heart. Interest for every millimeter the calves go through, move through, and arrive. And breathe. Feel your legs. You remember the movement we did with the lower arms going out and coming in. And let's a little bit create a relationship to the legs. And now you must stand so far that you can make 3 steps towards the right. And please do it towards the right, because we will have other things which go to the left afterwards. Not today, but in another sequence. So, be connected with your center, your lower arms, and open up and invite your leg to make a step to the right. And then just when the arms come back, close the feet. And never mind when you close. Just invite with the arms this step. Second one, and it's the lower arms, inviting the lower legs. And arrive. Feel your heart, feel your ankles on the heels, on the floor. And have a strong connection to them. And then try to have a sensation, or can I feel the wrist of my feet? The heels on the floor. And my heart. Relax, and now we do it to the left. The same. Open up and return. Open up and stay within your bulb. Return. Connect lower arms and lower legs. Perceive your heels on the floor. Try to differentiate what's going on the wrist down there. And sense your heart and uprightness. And then sit quietly down and listen to the resonance. How does this feel now compared to how it was after the wing and body exercises in the beginning? What kind of pictures come to you when your body tries to express itself through pictures because it cannot use words. What do you see? And be aware that's the little things which indeed are the big things. So if you only feel very, very little, don't expect bigger things. Just feel invited to creep into these little things. Maybe they will open up. Great. May I invite you to continue with me on the chair. And remember last time, or what we are working on, I go a little bit back, what we are working on is the quality of S and M, yeah? Formative forces, S, yeah? Strict forces, and M, mild forces. And the last two times we started with the S, so today we begin with M. And I turn around that you can see better what I want to show to you. And I said a little bit like this. And one quality of the M is the interest in each other. And if you take one hand, never mind which one now, that it looks towards your shoulder, and you take your shoulder, yeah, in mind, let's say, which looks towards the hand. And then they have interest in each other, and they try to meet. Hello. So nice. Hello, dear shoulder. And then you let go a little bit. The hand turns, the shoulder returns to itself. And when the hand goes out, also the shoulder returns to where it came from, to its background. And then again you let go. And then you dive in again, and the hand has interest in the shoulder, and the shoulder senses this interest and responds to it. Hello, yes. And then you let go a little bit. It's aha, actually, but you do not, make something out of it. And then the hands go away, and the shoulder go away. And it's not a going away, bye-bye, but it's a grateful for what has happened in the meeting. So come in again. Turn, and then the going out of the hand actually is what brings the shoulder back. And let go. Try it with the other hand, and so the interest of the hand makes the shoulder come, and the going of the hand makes the shoulder, returning to itself, to its home, which is more behind. Try this, that you do not move your shoulders actively, but they feel invited to move like this. M, let go. M, It's like a meeting between human beings. And again, M, let go. And now the hand which goes out brings your shoulder back. And let go. Great. Did you manage to stay within your bulb when the hands went forward? Wonderful. Yeah? It's so easy to get lost, but it's so beautiful to stay with oneself. Now, when we do the S, or this strong gestures, it's always nice to end with the M. That's sort of healing quality. And we try now to land with the hands in a M quality. So just move your hands above the legs and now approach the leg in a way as you did approach your shoulder. and land on it. Arrive. And then do this goodbye. You leave it. And the leg also returns to its center again. And do the same with the other hand. Yeah? Just move it here. And then very attentively, hello dear thighs. Here I am. Arrive and feel how the thighs feel invited to snuggle into the hands. And then when you say goodbye, it's not only the hands which go away. And now we do the S, straight arm, or we just practice the basic principle that we have a straight arm and have a flat hand. And then, never mind how looking like this, let it sink, but try to feel an energy which comes from the hands through the arms to the shoulders. Yeah, as if they would try to plug the arm deeper into the shoulders. It's a constant flow. And then let go. And again with the other hand. You do not really stretch out because the energy of stretching is there. It also comes from outside. The hand is just grabbed by this stretching force. And then you have this flat hands and you let it sink. And you feel this flow of energy streaming through your arm towards your shoulder. Yeah, pushing your arm a little bit into your shoulder. And before we repeat, arrive at your heart. And now we add the turning of the hands already. We have the streaming in quality, and slowly, while this happens, the hands turn the arm. It's happening in the arms, and the shoulder feels it. Let go. Receive the stretching for structure. The hands, the streaming in, and from the hands, this turning comes. As far as it feels nice. And then you turn the other way. And let go. So the idea is that the hands turn the arm and not the arm the hands. And now in the S, the hands get a sort of structure by a form, and they discover these forms. That's not written somewhere, but on the way you discover where's my S now. And you stretch one arm out. And I recommend to start out there and come in, because that's what we want to practice, to come towards ourselves. And the hand follows the bow of the S, and then really dive into the depth of yourself before this tail of the S comes up. You let go. And take your time to really finish the M. And you can feel how the body reacts when you take this time that the M can happen. Relax this arm, or let it hang, that's even better. And then discover this curve, S. let go. It's not finished when the hand touches the leg. It's a whole story going on afterwards. And then let go. Great. We did it once, you could do it twice, but do not repeat it too often. The body understands what you try, and you will repeat it another day anyway. I just invite you now, it's a little bit of preparation for what's coming in the end, to look for 3 S forms. Just stretch out both arms. Excuse me. When you stretch out, stay with yourself. Don't forget this. In your bubble is like as big as this. And this does not prevent us from stretching out our hands further. But my bubble is as big as this. And I'm still connected with my hands. I'm just not going out that far. But my observation is completely there. And then try to start to discover these S forms, whatever wants to happen. And the hands draw it. Or better, they make visible what's there. Because they find these beautiful S forms. And each hand can follow its own form. And then we find a sort of conclusion to come to an and arrive. Sorry for laughing, but it's so nice not to come to an end, but to come to an M. The M is the sound of the heart. And yeah, to come to an M could be sort of, leading thought. Okay, sorry, stay sitting. I don't have to go there because my chair is there, and relax to the resonance. How does it change what you observe? Your first impressions. Now maybe another wave is coming. And the third one perhaps. The first one returns. Whatever. And breathe. You're just great. Now I invite you to do the next part, where we had these steps, and it's pretty easy in the beginning to get confusion about how to do it, but in fact it's so easy. And I'll try to show it once again to you. And actually forward it's a sort of long short, and backwards is a short long. And that you don't have to think about which foot comes next. We just do a slow step forward or backwards when we do this long. And the short is not a step, but we just make a tip with the foot. And then it's easy to know the foot which made a tip is the one who makes the next step. We try it. And if you really need help now, it could help you when I do my right leg, that you start with the left leg. Then you see, then you have an exact mirror picture. So I will start with my right leg, and you decide which way of doing you prefer. Long, short, forward, long and tip, and long and tip, and long and tip, and long and tip. And enjoy to make these steps slowly. Do not look to have ground under the feet too quickly again, because this slowliness is what makes the sphere big down there. Yeah, it makes it more difficult, but let's wobble as much as it wants to wobble, but we grow. And backwards it's tip long, and we start with the tip. Tip long, tip long, tip long, tip long. So easy. Once again. Now you can just enjoy the slowliness and this volume with the long steps and this formedness with the tips. Long tip, long tip, long tip, long tip, long tip. And now start to feel the palms of your feet a little bit. Wow. I mean, you're so like kneading them. Huh? Okay, and then stop. I start with my right foot, maybe you with your left or right, whatever. Tip long, tip long, tip long, tip long. And again, arrive at your heart and put one foot a little bit aside and the other one also, and just use your hands to feel a little bit towards right and left. And again, stay with this sphere of your heart. Just reach out a little bit towards right and then to left, just in order to feel better how nice it is to stay in your own sphere. Yes, there's something out there, but I stay with myself. And there's something out there, but still I feel it, but I'm completely with myself. I can feel a lot down there without leaving myself. And I can feel this and I stay with myself. And close the feet. Arrive at your heart. Sense your body. Breathe. And now you might remember that we had in mind that the heart also lives between the polar forces of A and U. So just open up your arms in this loving A gesture, the receiving A gesture, and experience that to receive can be love. It's not only love which you receive, but to receive is love. And then have this in-streaming in mind. Do not open up too much. Stay completely in your sphere. And it even leans you backward a little bit when you look at what you get here. And then let's keep this in-streaming quality, this receiving quality, and we do the steps. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Then arrive at your center. Now take the hands in. And now start to feel the palms of your feet, to knead them, to push them against the floor. Maybe what you're doing down there is a sort of picture what the heart enjoys, such a nice massage. Yeah, what you do to the earth, the heart feels as if you would do it to himself. And then remember that when we do the U and we go out, we also, something streams in. And we do it, the U gesture, the parallel gesture forwards with the steps backwards. Tip, long, tip, long, tip, long, tip, long. And again, we go to our center, because we did not only go out, we also arrived here. We breathe one leg to one side, the other side. And staying in your own bubble, feel a little bit what's there, okay. What's there, okay. So nice, I'm not alone. Left and right. Close your feet, arrive at your center. You remember when we do the U forward, yeah, from the heart, this parallel gesture, there is a current coming in, so that when the hands are stretched out and when we do not lose ourselves, we went out, but we discover we actually have arrived at ourselves. Yeah? So we do this way one more time and then we listen to the resonance. Create the receiving art gesture and struggle for keeping this alive, what you experience now, when you do the steps. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Palms of the feet, massaging the heart, very slowly, very tender. The heart is grateful, reacts, does the U, tip long, short long, short long. Try to arrive at your center, short long. Yes, I made it, I'm here. I can open up. Hello there. Stay with your center, do not open up towards the outside. Just sense there is something. You stay in your house and you hear what that something is going on out there, not even what is going on. Stay, feel your center, close your feet, return to where you always have been. Let go and sit down for a minute. What does this do to you? How is your body, how is your soul reacting to what you've been doing? What kind of interplay do you notice? Great. To finish, we did a sort of 7-pointed star through which we led our perception, yeah, or a sort of perception connected with the heart sphere. And it's easy to get lost in it. And please do not get frustrated if you, where am I? Because it's always a changing from one side to the other. I go to the left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right. And then I turn in the center again, to the center again. And yeah, and when you look at me, it's just opposite. That's why I say it. You can also do it mirror-like to me, whatever you want. And even if you get lost, just continue somehow. Because your body knows where you intended to go, and he knows better than you that you are lost now. So, and the body is so generous. And the resonance will be the same, as long as you didn't worry, do I do it wrong? And as long as you didn't take it too nonchalant, too easy, I don't care. So, it's like the heart, somewhere in between. Let's try. And first of all, the way we want to approach the heart sphere now is with this SM quality. We want to have a connection to structured forces. Yeah? Forces who really can achieve something. But also these forces of interest, of perception. And that's why we begin. And now you know, you stay in your bubble. And the hands are flat. And they search for S's they like. And the hands turn their arms. And the arms are brought towards the body. And the hands design forms or discover forms and make them visible. So many beautiful forms. And just be aware that each hand describes exactly the form it discovers. Like the wings of an airplane. And then just come towards yourself and let go. If it's okay, I would like to take 5 minutes longer, 4 minutes for exercise, to exercise and 1 minute to practice. That's 5 past that we finish. So, and now have this interest of the hands towards each other, what we practiced in the M. And have the feeling, yes, hello dear other hand. A little bit more distance, just in order to be able to approach each other new, and a little bit more distance. Yes, it was so nice. Yeah, an M experience on the way towards each other, an M experience on the way when we part from each other. And slowly let the S quality take part in it, that somehow this interest of the hand stays. But the S is discovering much more possibilities of movement in between. Yeah, like this. And like this. Just playing. It becomes playful. And this. And slowly arrive somewhere in front of your center, creating a sphere of interest and richness. And then just stop for a while, sensing it and connecting it with your heart. Dear heart, how are you doing? And now lead this heart-filled space through your body towards the right foot, the space next to your right foot, and arrive. Sense I have arrived, M. And then lead it towards your left shoulder, as if a bird would sit on your left shoulder. And let arrive this sphere of interest there. arrived. And then move it towards your right hip. And the S still can happen in between. And then arrive next to your right hip. Arrived, a sphere of interest. Go through the body. You can even sense how you walk through it. And arrive at the left side of your hips. And try to arrive. Then up to your right shoulder. And arrive. Interest. M. Down to your left foot. You're on the way. You arrive. Up above your head. You arrive holding a sphere of interest between your hands. And you return to your center. Dear heart, how are you doing now? And now just try to get a sort of subtle relationship to these spheres of interest you've just created or you were in around your body. And how does it feel to have this center and these balls around you? And if you can't imagine anything, you just look into this direction. That's all what is necessary. And then let go and sit down. And as I said before, relax into your resonance. So please take some time to quietly conclude this session. If you want to lay down, this would be great. It can easily take 15-20 minutes. Take a cover to keep your center warm. If you want to practice, you're very welcome. Just stay within your bulb. Do not put any pressure on it and take serious that the heart is an organ of perception and that's the way you also do the exercises.